Um, Welcome to the Austin Culture Club,
Hey.
the Austin Sciatica Project. We're back. Here's a clap for some kind of AV checking up here.
This is the first show, 2026.
2026.
We did a little baby
Come on,
show,
give
yeah.
it to me, man.
2026,
Want
we're
that
here,
magic,
Austin
please.
Culture Club. Once again, the city of Austin, the city of dreams, doing our best, you know what I mean? Trying to stay positive, you know, no negative energy. We're just going to try and keep pushing it forward. Today we have Zach Bobkoff, one of our most obviously our Zaddy Tatty himself, one of our favorite guests, back again, possibly a co-host one of these days.
Hey.
Producer Adam's in the house, producer Sam's in the house, and our main guest of the day, Noah Tennefrancia.
What is going on? Out from South Austin, out here to represent for y'all.
Noah,
And I'm excited to meet you guys and get y'all's history and
Yeah.
do this thing, man. I'm excited
So
for
you want to
2026.
tell us about you're booking shows, you're planning shows, DJs.
a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
Give you a little background about myself.
yeah,
Of course,
it's-
like I said, I'm an original Austinite. I've been here since 1990 and have been fully involved with the music in the community and seen a lot of amazing things. You know, seen a lot of people grow up, have children, and been in the music industry, been able to, help solidify amazing history here in a lot of different ways for the music. I mean, we are the live music capital of the world, right? You know
For
what I mean?
sure.
So they say.
You did bring up there were some really great South bys for hip hop in the old days.
Absolutely,
Like so many great acts have come through.
for sure.
And half those shows were like, if you knew people, it was like free, not even like a cover, just heads were there, just like some of the best times. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I mean,
And I'm not saying it's over. I'm just saying that was just a great time.
and
And hopefully South by can one day,
people.
at least the underground.
Cause things are trying to learn how to adapt here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
gotta remember, you can't just always push this pace and like have, like that's what every civilization almost demands. It's like this constant push, and it's like not everything's gonna be able to be this explosive thing. You know, I mean, I came from the guys who put together South by. You know, I've seen the history of all that come together and been able to take a part in that and see some of the most epic years that in my opinion, that happened in Austin. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So like, just like a lot of dream chasers, right, or musicians, artists, creatives, we work at this time. But here in Austin for South by Southwest, it's like that was a time when people would really get, a lot of their focus on to get ready for this one time in the year, for this one moment to perform. We got to remember, people work hard on this music to do this, hopefully for this time, for this life-changing performance, right?
Right.
All the music, the studio heads, all the A&R people,
all
the
types of it's insane. Directors,
But everybody, you see, winning over interns. You got to get everybody.
I mean, coming here with their represent. South by Southwest used to make damn near billions of dollars here for the whole city. You know what I mean?
What is going on with South by Southwest? Are they like they're trying to cut it down more and
just big
more,
change,
make it
man.
more?
Well,
like,
yeah, the
big change,
music. They're still having it, but it's not.
Right.
It's not as.
It's from what I know, it's having to change and make adaptations. You know what I mean? It's like South by Southwest will always be here as in the spirit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
for
the
sure.
the level, even just year round.
I feel like the focus has gone more to movies, film.
Think so?
Obviously the
Fucking
tech
AI.
stuff, the tech.
Yeah, but still,
it's
like-
always been that for a little bit now.
But one thing's for sure, like year round here in Austin, the music's generally very solid. The communities that have been here for a long time and built history, I've seen all that and been connected to all that. So when people are talking about how the history is built here, like to have seen what it is I've seen and to be able to talk about it the way I have, being connected to the people that I've met, you know what I mean? I that's not a coincidence anymore to me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like I said, like, remembering forefathers, and not forget who it is, like Willie Nelson and Stevie Ray Vaughan, who built a lot of the history and culture. They set a precedence for all of us to come here and hopefully match that, And the thing is that, it's kind of disappointing because it's like, you would think because a place has more money that it would be better for that. But things are changing here, you know what I mean? Let's not forget what's going on around here.
There is a lot of money in this town.
Yeah, but
it may not be going the way we want it to go, but it's
are
definitely
these
here.
companies putting in money that they used to put into all these things too? It's not like that anymore.
Yeah.
The amazing ride, life changing, like epic. South by Southwest was like one of the world's most recognized musical conventions.
The
ever,
private
man.
funding is really.
And he knows all these new companies, all these different things. Trust me, I'm about to go through some list of some stories of iconic moments. Even last night, that it wasn't a South by thing, just seeing the adaptation, the change of what's happening here. You know, you got to be prepared for this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, try to live here too. So another thing is shout out to everyone out there who's pushing through in 2026. It's already been a little bit of a rough ride for some of us. So
Oh, for
if
sure.
you're out there, you know, take a little bit of a moment to, you know, give yourself, you know, a little bit of a pat on the back, because, you know, we're out here all trying to make it together, you know.
Yep.
All right.
Stay grounded.
We got a few notes we're gonna go through real fast, and then we'll do more talking about it. A little bit of obviously that everything kind of is interconnected as it is. I just wanted to bring up so the ICE raids, the shooting, the protests. There's a lot going on with all this, but I was noticed they did on the podium. Kristen Noem was speaking of. She put the one of ours, all of yours. I'm not sure if you saw that.
Yeah,
or the old,
I heard about that.
the old
yeah.
Nazi statement.
Come on, man.
Like, if you kill one of ours, we're gonna kill all of yours.
all, not just all.
It's literally on the
Straight
podium.
up.
Well,
She
you gotta
was
remember
speaking on.
how you know, the Nazi
What?
regime was. If you look at it historically, of course, I'm not here.
It's kind of the story goes like a Czechoslovakian village killed an SS soldier, so they killed everyone in the village,
Wow.
and that was like
That's
where the term and
And they got that
the
on the
phrasing.
podium.
and they put it in the podium.
Interesting.
you know,
the
And I
totality of
know that this is a very racist time in America, but can we not be this fucking crazy ass racist? Can we just like?
it's just
Nah.
it's a wild, you know,
only gonna
and
get
it's hard
worse.
for us to avoid because, you know,
Yeah.
we're out here. We live. If you're like us, we live on the streets. We see what's happening, and I don't know. It's obviously ridiculous to me too. But at a time when, you know, it's a big, obviously chaotic. There's a lot of, for me, because usually in my life and in my experience, I'm always on the other end when my life is shitty, and I've been coming up through in Austin. Like everyone's life is flourishing.
Yeah.
But let's like now, like it's a little bit different now. There's all this chaos and so much struggle going on in the world, right? And not just here in the U.S., but in the world. But this is like at this time where it's like I'm kind of pushing myself in an amazing. But to be 43 and still talking about music and doing this stuff, I'm especially grateful for. You know, give yourself a pat on the back because you got through the pandemic, and now we're going through this new time right here, and it's like we wish it wouldn't get any more heavier. But the one thing like I'm really trying to, you know, put into myself to put out to the rest of the world is like, you know, put out some more kindness for the world. Everybody needs that right now. People are dying on the streets. People our laws are being broken basically,
Yeah.
and we're being treated
And
like
I feel like everybody we know is just like nobody wants. We all want the same thing. We all want to like get by, get through. You know, just be able to make money, feed the
Right.
fam, fucking create. Just make laugh. Just do
Survive,
it all. And it's not.
survive.
And it's like a. And everybody I know is like, you know, we're all different races. We're all different. You know, whatever. It's just like.
we're all trying to
But
survive.
but when our own government is like fucking pushing some crazy ass shit, sometimes you're just like, God damn it, man!
where
Like
does it stop?
you're supposed to at least lie to us and pretend like you give a fuck. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
So,
the old
hey,
days. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, you
worse.
can't trust that. You
The
can't
mask
Oh,
trust
for
is
that.
sure.
off.
You can't
the
trust
mask
that.
is off.
You know what I
man.
mean?
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not here because I'll be honest with you. I'm not about politics, but you know, like I said, I studied
But it's
law.
part of our lives.
Yeah,
though,
you know what I
yeah.
mean. But it's like people want to say things, and there's lots of proper actions that have been taken, but you know, like it's getting hectic. This is definitely who's to know what to rate which era was worse. You know, it's almost like we're going through another, you know, another change. But this is pretty drastic. You know, what I mean, I'm
But yeah, I mean, you're right. It's like it's. I'm not saying it's on the same level of the civil rights in the late '60s and whatnot, but it feels like it at times. You know what I mean? It's like I don't know. It's just a weird ass time. You know.
oh,
Couple Austin notes real quick. The draft house sucks.
Talk about it.
They're going to the phone,
oh yeah.
Oh,
App.
that's
I've
right.
heard
There's
about
no
that.
like
ordering
person to
through an app.
person.
No more like pen and paper. No more. The waiter's not gonna just automatically go to you and be like, "Hey, do you want anything?" You gotta like order through the app and they'll
But
bring it to you.
They still bring it to you. Though.
Yeah, but they're not
robots
gonna.
bringing
Yeah,
it to you.
they're still gonna charge you a fucking what do you call it? You know, the gratuities already added on. You know what I'm talking about?
Automatically.
Yeah, it's
But
auto
they
grab
won't
at
even
the
take
fucking.
your-
It's 18%.
Just how everything
you know?
else trying to charge for everything now, you know? Well,
Yeah.
Jesus God.
I mean, it's already been corporate. It's Sony. It's like it's nothing new, but it's just like, you know, the Alamo Draft House. It's the Austin symbol of whatever the fuck, and now it's just like it's crappy. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But
What
you,
happens?
It hurts.
did you
It
ever
hurts
think
my
it was-
heart.
Did you ever think it was annoying that they kind of come up to you and like kind of crouch down in between?
No, it's like
No,
it
you
was
thought
better
it
to
was-
do that than
yeah.
to like. I feel like if you're gonna tip somebody, I'm not asking for a lot of service. I'm just like, hey man, like I just need a water, I need a Red Bull, whatever. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'll pay on it. I'm not even trying to be whatever. It's just, but like, I don't know, man. It's getting worse and worse, less personal. They used to do like better menus, you know. It was whatever. It's
Right.
just one of those things where I know times are changing, but like the Draft House was like one of the coolest things about the city for a long time,
Man.
Especially movie wise.
and it was ours. It
And
was,
there's a lot
it was
of
our thing.
Iconic things they've done, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember
That
lots of
OG
it.
spot.
And now
South
it's
Lamar.
it's a Sony Pictures chain, you know, like
It's bought by a
whatever.
big chain, and they're gonna, you know,
And they're already
That's what
cutting back,
happens.
doing things,
they're gonna ruin.
changing. Yeah.
Well,
Huh.
Basically, not even waiters anymore. They're just having food runners. So they'll
Those
probably
food
charge
runners,
them a certain
yeah,
amount.
yeah.
It's just, whatever. That's definitely one of the other real big problem I have right now is
Oh.
weed.
Oh, it's about to get cut. Is what you're saying? They're about to
So,
get rid of the bill.
It looks like they're gonna somehow, in a modern country, with like 20 states have legal marijuana,
yeah.
and we don't even have legal marijuana. Like
Yeah.
we literally are just like smoking like a fake
Synthetic derived
derivative
yeah.
of hemp, THC
Yes.
0,
Yes.
whatever the hell, indica A. I don't even fucking know the weird ass names they give this shit. You know, K2. Oh my bad.
THCA.
But yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I do
So
know.
now they're. Look, I'm not saying. Do we want illegal weed? Sure. Are we gonna get that? Probably never. But now, you know how many people work at these fucking head shops, these smoke shops?
Well, not only that, just the
But I mean, I'm
people
just telling
that
you,
are,
it's like, especially in a town like Austin, there's a shit ton of our friends who are working at these places.
yeah,
They're all gonna lose their fucking jobs.
from growers to bud
And the people, I'm not even talking about the owners. I'm just talking about like Joe's working
They're-
at the
yeah.
store.
they're gonna. I mean, there's only so much. It's not gonna.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna hold out, man. I don't think so. It's just too much. You know what I mean? Like Texas is gonna be the place. Of course, they're gonna fight for it the most. So remember, like,
I'm just saying, if they legalize that, it's like, I don't know how many fucking smoke shops are in the state of Texas right now, but I guarantee you, in the city of Austin, it's probably like 200.
yeah.
I'm not talking about San Antonio, Houston,
there's a
Dallas.
lot of things. I mean,
fucking
it's,
Waco.
It's already
you know?
being. You know what I mean? It's already being. It's not being. It's not. You're not being as punished as bad as it used to be. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
for sure,
I mean,
yeah.
they don't have. You know, there's
Oh,
always.
there's a time when you would get a ticket like for just having weed
I
on.
mean, it's
fuck-
all over
whatever.
the place. You know what I mean? There's only so much they're gonna be able to pull. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we had a.
Well, they're
what-
going for it though.
They're gonna
Once again,
They're
Didn't
going
they-
full
good luck,
throttle.
Didn't the governor block a bill that was trying to be pushed?
yeah.
So like,
Well, he said we need to do more research about the effects or something on the
bullshit. It's all alcohol.
It was all
lobby.
bullshit,
It's
yeah,
all
the-
alcohol
yeah.
lobby.
So now they're kind of pushing it again to kill it, and it's
Fuck that.
fuck. I don't know. I think they're gonna kill it,
And it's
gonna be a
happening pretty
fucking-
soon, like the end of this month, right?
Yeah, 25th is the deadline, or
over
the
it.
dead day, or whatever the fuck.
Over it. It's bad,
So
man.
unless the governor comes in and saves it because big
Which
cannabis fucking
Oh.
pays him money, that's all bullshit for sure. You know what I mean? But
you-
I just feel like it's just one of those things where I know it's maybe not that big of an issue, but there's a lot of people who work in the legal weed business.
Yeah.
And a lot of these heads, I mean, I just feel bad, man. You're losing your fucking job. You know
They
what
just
I mean?
make
It's-
more money off people caught in the system, though. They just want to fuck everybody.
It's just fucking, this is what I'm talking about.
Normally, that's how they do it in Texas, though. They're gonna fight it off to the, try to put it off in these standards and rates and how they're gonna do it, and it's not gonna, you know, they're wasting money essentially when
Oh.
when they're trying to process this stuff, and
It's $1 billion industry. Like I don't know what they're.
I thought they liked money.
I thought they liked money. They
they
wanted
do,
taxes.
but they like alcohol.
They're
better,
also
though.
like-
they
I
also
mean,
like
this-
they
Worst
also like
part.
to lock you up and cash in on your time when you have to serve for the cities and the states.
Dude,
I know how
was
this-
just talking about this right before you got here.
I know how this really works, man.
How they get you in the system,
Trust me.
and once you're in the system,
It's hard to
getting
get-
out is used to all about paying your way out.
Yep.
And it's
That's how
fucking-
they built all this stuff.
Yep.
Texas was built on privatized prisons and how they
God.
process laws. And
It's over
all
a
that.
million people in
broken
prisons
system.
alone in
Yeah,
Texas, and like
trust me.
half of them are like unmanned, 40% like
Yeah.
less. It's just like a nightmare.
The history
man.
of all, yeah, trust me.
But they don't give a shit because they're making millions on selling them a $3 ramen they bought for 10 cents. You know
Right,
what I mean?
Yeah,
they're-
exactly.
They're getting payoffs for
$1 for a minute on a phone call.
phone
people
call, the
going
video
through
call.
paying
Yeah.
for everything, of course.
It's
Yeah.
$1 a minute. And you're
That's how, I
fucking-
mean, it's part of the system, you know what I mean? Like, if you got friends and homies, keep praying for them in the system. You know, put money on the books so they can. You know what I mean?
This is a fucking
It's a messed up.
capitalist
It's a messed up system. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But and you know, I have to, for me, because like we all get caught in situations and traumas and stuff. But if you're, like I said, if you're alive tonight and you're able to hear this and make this moment, like I said, give yourself a chance that you deserve. You know what I mean? This is a time where we need each other even more. You know what I mean? And I'm also talking about my experience going through the system and whatnot. You know what I mean? And it's man,
Oh, it's set up for you to fail.
yeah.
They want you to
Yeah.
fuck up.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like just coming from my perspective,
Yeah.
because the ratio of people who are supposed to go in and out of prison, so it's like 3 out of 4 men will go back to prison. You know what I mean? So that's 75% chance that
Oh
will
yeah,
go
That
back to prison.
statistic is
That's
wild.
a statistic. You know what I mean?
That's
But
wild.
you know, I've been
it is
blessed.
set up for failure.
yes.
It's
Yeah,
set
you
up.
know, but you
Yep.
know, I'm not here to. I'll just give a little truth on it. Here it goes.
Yeah.
We're getting right. I've done time in the system, and to be where I'm at, and even to get out from the system, to be able to doing anything that I'm doing now is, I'm so grateful for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, I was mentored by some amazing people who've been through the system too, and are able to, you know, defy whatever they say we can't do, or that you're always going to be stuck as a standard. There are people doing amazing things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, yeah, despite the fact that there are people out there having their houses kicked in, being torn apart from their families, here we are in a room full of, you know, people from different places, of different backgrounds. We're out here connecting and talking about this. This needs to be talked about. You know what I mean? The one thing amongst anything that will keep us together is our connection and hopefully understanding for each other. But, you know, we can't give up on that. You know, shout outs to all the predecessors, you know, Cesar Chavez, right? That's why we have streets named for him. And also Martin Luther King, right?
Yeah.
And you know, whoever else of these other past amazing people. You know, I've been learning about so much other amazing people. Like I said, I'm a big history
And there's
buff.
still people right now, like still organizing,
Yeah.
protesting, fucking, you know.
Shout out to y'all hitting those streets, hitting up the Capitol and letting them know, man, and taking rubber bullets for people, bro.
Fucking
That's real talk.
putting food into like the fridges around town.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
those are cool.
Narcan.
Yeah,
It's like
for
everything is
sure.
about, you know, just
Yes,
trying to keep
please.
everything.
Like, I understand that. Yeah. People
But it's all,
provide-
it's just, you know, I mean, I do feel like there's like a weight at times, but there's also like all we can do is keep fighting. You know
Keep
what I
on
mean?
pushing.
keep on making them phone calls. Keep on telling the senators.
Yeah.
Understand these laws. Trust me. You can't just say something and expect things to change. We all have to, you know,
We gotta
collaborate
get,
and
we
unite.
gotta
you
get
know?
everyone to vote. For
Yeah.
sure. Like this,
Dude,
we
people
got-
are it's getting crazy. Shout out, you know, God bless all the people out in Minnesota, all this craziness. You know what I mean? I know we're in
for sure.
you know, Texas got it pretty wild, but over there they're having it pretty rough, man.
Well, it's
Yeah.
just crazy, like the split between, like, you know, right and left that has been orchestrated, right? And like the people that are on the right literally live in a different reality than the people on the left, and the things they believe and the things that they say, the things they're indoctrinated into.
Dude, the algorithm has
just
got
like-
it all
it's
fucking
crazy.
figured out in a way. They did a great job of this fucking
Separating.
attacking us with information, but this making it like this is. I don't know how they do it. It's all fucking
Oh, it's
computer.
it was weaponized, man. It's a weapon. Social media was always a weapon. That's why.
Yes.
What was that documentary they made about social media where all the people that created it were like, yeah, this shit is evil. I don't let my kids touch it. I don't touch
Yeah,
it.
they're all whistle blew. on
Yeah,
that. It's talked
dude,
about
like,
this.
No, it was created. It was weaponized, and yeah, it's just like what it like the. I just wonder, you know, like I wish I could talk to more people on the other side of things, because I feel like the things that they like protesters, right? They believe every protester is a paid. Like anytime anything happens, they're like, "Oh, they're fucking George Soros paid these
But
people."
this is the greatest
Like, what are
trick
you
they ever
talking
did.
about? Like,
No, nothing's real. Everything's fake.
Yeah.
Every video's fake. Every soundbite's fake.
There's so much.
Everyone's paid actors. Everyone on both sides, paid
Right.
actors,
So much
paid
being
actors.
flooded with so much information.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard
It's
to
all Mossad.
peel
And
back
also,
the truth and realize what's
dude,
reality and what's not
I
reality.
don't even want to
too.
get
It's all-
started on like undercover cops starting shit,
Yeah.
pretending they're protesters. You know what I'm talking about? Like this.
I mean,
to
there's
get everyone
a lot
riled up.
Oh, totally.
To get protesters riled up, they
There's-
get them all riled up, and then they're an undercover cop, and then they're
There's
just fucking
there's that guy that
traps,
like
man.
burned
Fucking traps are
there's
out
like-
there.
playing
the guy
dirty
that
games, man. They're
burned-
playing dirty games for
Yeah.
sure.
the guy that burned the American flag at the protest
Yeah.
last week. They like followed him because he burned it and then immediately left. And, they,
And he was like a
followed
cop,
him.
yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I remember. You know, when the George Floyd protests were happening, there was people breaking shit.
Oh, here in
followed
Austin,
them
they
or-
followed that one dude. There was like a couple dudes that they were like seeing starting shit, like doing things, and then like later, like they followed them and they were like just like undercovers. It was just
Yeah.
like all bullshit. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Because they want to make
Yeah.
arrests, but they can't really
Dude.
make arrests until you fuck up. So they're helping you fuck up to get arrested. And it's
That's
like,
what I'm saying. They're trying to incite things so they can bring in what they're doing in Minnesota to other blue cities.
Dude,
You
I was
know, they want to
watching-
destroy the infrastructure of what is left of like the left side. You know, the
Yeah.
hubs, the cities, and they're just
It-
we're just
Have you ever seen
waiting.
that documentary about how about Malcolm X when they killed him? So basically, 3 guys from a mosque in New York, New Jersey killed Malcolm X, right?
Right.
And the crowd was like, out of the 30 people in the crowd or 40 people in the crowd, I believe 18 of them were undercover cops.
What?
And they let
A
him
quarter
get
of
killed.
them?
They didn't arrest anybody. They were just basically there to make sure it all went the way they wanted to go, kind of. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, that's a terrible.
Because they finally
strategy.
released the paperwork, like, and there was like all these undercovers there, and they just, he got shot. They let him bleed out. It is what they do. You know what I mean?
And yeah,
It's like even the Renee Good thing. You can say whatever. She's in front of the car, whatever. But they didn't let any paramedics or a doctor go see her. They didn't let the ambulance get to her. You know, they just let her bleed out. You know what I mean? Like they could at least
I mean, there's a lot of
fucking front it a little bit.
a lot
yeah.
of debauchery. You know what I mean?
Oh,
and,
fuck, yeah.
and it's a bunch of not. You know.
And it's like,
But,
I mean, Venezuela.
I'm just.
Those guys in the boats weren't drug dealers. We know the drugs are coming here. And none of it's happening like that. It's just like
but they're more worried about Venezuela than Mexico. Which
they're
is-
blaming like
sharing a border.
they're blaming Venezuela for like fentanyl, which I was like, I don't think they
It's
got a
pretty ridic-
fucking
They just want
thing
that
to
oil,
do with
man.
that.
It's
Yeah.
the oil
It's
money.
pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Well,
Also,
what-
the lithium mines are over there too for the fucking cell phone batteries.
Whatever
you know
else-
what I'm talking about. It's fucking
What
crazy.
do we do, man? What do we do?
well,
We
one
just
step at a
log
time. You know what I
off or
mean?
what?
We don't stop. We don't let up on
Are
the
we?
on the gas pedal.
Do you
on
think
these
we're
people.
actually gonna invade Greenland?
I mean,
I
dude,
wouldn't
they're
put it past
fucking
them.
like the things they are
At
saying.
first,
about
I was
it,
like, "This is stupid," but now I'm like thinking, "This is stupid."
It was
like,
all
what,
planned.
like,
from the
what are they
beginning.
really going to
Yeah,
try to
dude.
invade Greenland? Like, what the fuck is the point of all this? Ain't nobody live on Greenland. It's fucking frozen.
it's a
Yeah.
but they already have a military presence there, right?
That's where the
but it-
UFOs are. For
We have
sure.
a million bases everywhere. We have
UFO
bases
base.
in Africa, the Middle East, Europe.
all over.
Antarctica?
We got
Yeah.
bases. We got more. We got more money. We spend more. It's America. We got it all. We got more soldiers, more money, more weapons, lasers. We got lasers. We got
those
fucking-
sonic weapons
I
they
mean,
apparently use. that
America's in the
fucking-
front of the, is in the front line of a lot of things, but there's a lot of changes going on here, man.
Yeah.
Like a lot of changes, and
I don't know. I feel like, but you're right. It's just like we gotta stay positive because sometimes
It's
it can
crazy to be here at all.
it's absolutely
Right.
overwhelming. It's suffocating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But one step at a time, like I said, with what a kind act can do for people, man. You know what I mean? 3 years ago, I had to get in a wheelchair. You know what I mean? I've been struggling fighting this disease, and this is what I'm talking about. At this point in time in my life, I've been able to I don't know, it's crazy. Like I've been able to kind of foresee and sculpt things and live beyond the means. I mean, we're all barely getting through here, but
Yeah.
to witness a lot of things I've been witnessing, despite how ugly the reality is out there, I've been able to see some amazing things. You know what I mean? And it's why I bring this up about music and history, because when history repeats itself, what is the embarkments of the things and situations that are going around? The music, of course, it will be on the sound of the music, but I think more love, and that's why I bring kindness, because it goes a long ways. You know what I mean? And how things can just evolve, and you know, this is not gonna be forever.
Yeah.
And try to remind yourself that, you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
That is
Like,
true.
you know, it's like one of the things. Like, I can't believe the amazing things I'm hearing about other countries and how amazing it is. Like, you know, the truth is for me is that I don't need to have all this nice. Everything's trying to be all like put a nice shiny thing over it, or a nice business, or you know, higher, elegant, you know, more expensive stuff. It's like I don't need more. I need more simple. You know what I mean? I just wanna be able to go home and go to my bed and not have to be worried if I'm gonna get arrested or beat up,
Yeah.
right? It's like 'cause
Right.
if any of us have had
Absolutely.
experiences like
Yeah,
that
for
and
sure.
traumatizing and being pulled away from their families, you know what I mean? It's like we have to keep talking about this and not hide from the truth, but at the same time, like
Oh,
you know how to push through with this.
this
You know, what I mean?
immigration thing is a fucking nightmare.
And
also.
you know, like I said, I don't know if I told
I guess the question now is, 2026. What do you have coming up right now? Your projects, your music. What's going on with you?
Well, let's you know, let's talk about what I've been seeing and as the progression of the end of 2026 for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've been able to make moves. I've been setting and coordinating up a lot of amazing events here, like in Austin, in a lot of for a lot of different things. But what I was also talking about is I had the opportunity to go to Art Basel in Miami and
Oh, yeah.
how amazing and you know life changing that was for me. You know, like being able to, you know, put whatever in fruition to see what was about to happen.
That's
And
like
it
the biggest, graffiti,
Yeah.
music,
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I was able to sit down with some amazing people. I'm not here trying to brag or whatever. It's, you know, it's about bringing what Austin deserves. You know, I'm feeling the need to move around to see things so we can bring back these things to Austin. You know what I mean? Like we need to bring back the music is gonna, you know, music makes the world turn if you ask me. You know, and so to have the hub that it used to have for South by and to bring up all this change because there'll be times people will be like, man, Austin's not doing it, man, it's lame. And then all of a sudden something, even last night, like I said, I got to help set up, shout out to Ill Manor Productions and Antones, who I got to set up for Boldy James, you know,
Yeah.
Shout
an
out to
iconic
Mom,
artist,
Real
iconic
Manor.
artist, you know,
What
a
up?
lot of the openers, you know, shout out to Davon and, you know, 4K and all them and to Big Nothing and Giuliani, their openers,
Big
and
Nothing.
Jay Soulja. You know, these guys are making iconic music. Andre, everything from Houston, you know, like he's
Yeah.
an amazing artist. And seeing how people are still able to be creative is amazing. You know what I mean? I'm seeing
Yeah.
some of the artists I would dream of meeting happen right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
and
sure.
seeing people I just met representing our state. You know what I mean? Not just Austin. Yes, I understand Austin is amazing and everything, but
Well, yeah.
Texas as a whole. You know what I mean? So shout out to all my Houston peeps and Dallas people out there and wherever else. El
Yeah, we
Paso.
got to work together. It's
Yeah.
like everybody's like, you know what I mean? It's like
I'm talking
it's a whole-
creatively
yeah.
too, though. I'm talking
Yeah,
creatively
we
too,
just
though.
definitely got to work together.
That-
You know?
Raising the
That's-
bar too.
That's where I think the arts are the most important right now. You know, I did a lot of thinking and meditating on this idea of what I can do to help right now. And, you know, I'm not very well equipped in a lot of, like, maybe judiciary ways or things like that, but I'm an artist. And what I can do is I can make art. And, you know, anytime anything like what is happening now, like a fascist regime takeover sort of situation, you know, the most important thing is to keep making your art because that's the first thing they come for. They come for the people that are able to contextualize what is happening and put it in a palatable form for people to digest and understand because a lot of these things are so big it's hard to understand otherwise, but
Yeah, it gets
that's
messy.
why they
Yeah.
come for the art.
Get that,
And that's why you have to make art even harder. And that's, you know, last year was really tough for me. I was sat a lot with everything that's happening and was kind of unable to make moves or unable to get out there at all. I was really just kind of stuck at my house. But, you know, now 2026, I've been really trying to stay off my phone. It sucks because I want to be involved in that way and I want to keep up to date with that, you know, everything that's happening, but it gets to the point where I can't function if I'm hyper focused on that. So I'll take a little bit at a time, you know, I'll get my news every day and I'll use that as fuel, but I won't let it consume me. And hopefully the things that I'm
Be
making
creative.
Yep.
Fucking-
inspire other people to do the same.
It's a
you know
beautiful
what I mean?
time for music and
Yeah.
art, for sure.
Yeah,
it's a
for
beautiful
sure.
time.
I
There's
do
so-
agree with that. We need more of it. We need
there's
you know, all
a
of it.
lot
yeah.
of good stuff coming
More.
through. Like I said, you know, being able to connect with people and see the history and seeing them build and grow through these hard times. You know,
But I will admit, like, I talked to I know Julian, he's not here, but we have a lot of friends who are they're doing underground shows. You know what I mean? Like shows on a bridge or in a tunnel, in a house, and just different spots.
Different state, different.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Just keeping the scene
different
alive.
weather.
Yeah.
Keeping things moving.
Shout out to all the people out there opening up spots and doing things, keeping it unique. Yeah, I got you. You gotta make that. I mean, I'm from that. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. And I love that. I mean,
Yeah.
that is still going on. It's still, we're still here in Austin.
The creative stuff, growth here, it's here.
Yeah.
The spirit of creativity is here. You know, it's a beautiful time, but go out there and make moves to go see it happen. I would encourage that. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, support the art. Yeah, go out.
They don't want us to go out, right?
Of course.
We live in a constant state of fear, and that's engineered that way so that we stop going out and stop, coagulating together to form these groups and share ideas. That's, what I was saying. We just got to do it even harder because that's the only way. To fight back
I mean, we gotta
as an
keep
artist.
it alive.
Right,
we gotta
right.
keep everything alive. You know what I mean?
You know,
These outlets. You don't want them to. If we let them dry up, this will be a
That's
fucking
it.
nightmare in this town.
They
You
get
know what I
full.
mean?
They
Yeah,
get
of
full
course.
control.
Yeah,
keep telling the story that needs to be told, man.
exactly.
That's why we're here. You know.
I agree with that for sure.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, and I get it because we all go through it here, especially in Austin. We're
We all go through
going
it.
on?
there's a
It's
moment
going-
where damn, I'm broke, or fuck, yeah, I'm tired. I've been working all the,
Gotta do
there's always,
something.
but we gotta. I try to podcast, I try to support my friends, I try to support other artists, I go to their
Absolutely.
shows, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I mean, yeah, I love it. That's what I love about this town, is that we've been doing this for years.
Right. We'll try to keep on continuing this history of obviously what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Here. But that's why I wanted to see y'all's backgrounds as well. I mean,
I used, I came up in the old days of Nasties, with
Mhm.
Mel, Table Manners crew, and
Absolutely.
Plush,
absolutely, absolutely,
just I don't know, man. It was a beautiful time in this
absolutely.
town.
I
And
remember.
it's still going. I know it's still going on. I'm older.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm an older man now. I have kids. It's just
I understand. Respect. Salute to that.
it's a different. It's harder for me to be out there
No worries, man.
But I love it. I want everyone to love it. And I tell people it was one of the best times is being in a room that's like the size of Plush was back then,
Right.
which is Chess Club now. But
Just
just
young and alive in the
couldn't
place.
even barely stand in there. Remember,
all the
was watching
vibrance
the
of all the
DJ.
varieties
Yeah,
of music. I understand you, man. I
it was
understand.
beautiful.
Being at a lot older age too, because of course I've gotten older and stuff like that.
Yeah.
but-
I mean, things happen. Life's like that.
Yeah, but what I'm also trying to say is I heard the guitarist from Currumbin talking recently, and he was
Yeah.
talking about not necessarily a bit more restraint, not just because you can make something happen and doing it, taking more time to be thorough and methodical, you know what I mean? And it's hard because there's so much stuff and you can overwhelm yourself and then this and that, and then it just turns into a mess sometimes. For me, it's been trying to step back a little bit more and focus more, you know what I mean, and connect more. Communication is a huge part of my thing. That doesn't make you an artist. I've started to think I'm more of an artist now, because for a long time just setting up shows and, of course being social and doing stuff like that it's great. It's a great skill to have, but I never thought of it as being a creative because now.
But it's part of it's a need.
It's a
we
need.
need people to organize because someone's got to get out there and find a spot, a venue, or set it up.
Right. But what I'm talking about is also getting my creative spark into
getting people out to the shows.
feeling the theme out of something and creating this thing that making sure people's energies are right with each other and the music, creating the idea of this thing. When you have a vision of something with anything, there's always the end goal, but then it's putting in the process to make that come into fruition. You know what I mean? And it's such a beautiful thing that I never used to think of it as art, but now I'm when I see things and I see how these artists are talking about how they're doing their music and how alive it feels, especially right now. It's man, I want to be creating at that level and have that type of discipline, you know what I mean? Where it's, it's hard not to be obsessed with your art as an artist and not to be lonely either, especially,
Yeah.
The hardest thing for artists is being lonely. But that's when some of the most creative things are going to happen too, though.
Right.
It's that longing that I think helps to create the art, right? As an artist, I was always caught between being solitary and then wanting to do this other thing, and then when I'm doing the other thing, I want to do that other thing. So it's finding that balance,
Right.
is crucial. It's a very hard thing to do, but that's why, you know, I think part of being an artist is you really have to say fuck it to like the social norms
Right.
that are put onto you with like a
Right.
9 to 5, like your whole like concept of what it means to be a working civilian, right? You
Mhm.
have to say fuck it to all that, and you have
Right.
to live your art. It's not just you're making art, I'm gonna go make art. It's like your whole life has to be a creative act.
Has to.
Because because otherwise you will get caught up in the structure of the 9 to 5 or whatever,
Right.
and that's when you lose the passion. It's almost, you have to be at like a place of like insanity, right? Where
Absolutely.
it's like
That's the
absolutely.
razor's edge.
That's
yeah,
the-
it really
You
is.
gotta pay
yeah.
your bills,
You're not-
you gotta pay your
you
dues,
gotta
but
do
you
it.
also gotta
Yeah.
take time to just be like,
You
Right.
gotta keep
Yeah.
your mind in that place of like weird you have to live in an imaginal state outside of
the dream
the
state.
structure of reality. No, for real, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a weird razor's edge to like teeter on, but it's
Yeah.
like and so many artists, you know, they get older and they fall into the monotony and the conformity because it's easier, and you know, yeah, you have kids and stuff and you have to be more stable, but you know,
You still got a dream though.
yeah,
got a
and
dream.
I think, you know, speaking as a parent, it's important for you to be a little fucking crazy because your kids see
Yeah.
it and then they're like, oh, I can do whatever
You want
I
them
want.
to have the spark too.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
You know,
exactly.
you know what I
I
mean?
mean, you
Yeah.
can't help but be a little, of course, a little insane to be an artist. I mean, that goes without a given. A lot of geniuses, of course, were crazy. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Picasso
Right.
was insane. You know what I mean? Even to the day he made the most made painting, to the day he died, he didn't get that much recognition until he was gone.
It's gone.
You know what I
Right.
mean? But, you know,
But still, man, he's out there doing it.
a lot of people are complaining. You know, you hear other people like I heard this one recently. What you shouldn't be doing when you're in your 40s. You know, and I failed that. I failed that survey.
Total
you know?
opposite.
I can't-
Was it-
Right.
I'm
Well, no,
old, and
same
I'm gonna say
here.
this right now.
Same
All
here,
we
yeah.
have is like, I mean, life's already hard. It already kind of sucks. Why do you want to make it sorrier?
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
go out there, like, be a part of it. You
I'm
know,
just saying, you know, falling out of the standard of anything, or like being, or you know, breaking out of that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Living beyond your means, chasing your dreams, whatever that is. If it eats you every night, if it doesn't let you sleep at night, if you did it to the day that you died and it didn't amount to anything, was it worth it to you? You know what I mean? And I think
Yeah.
a lot of people will say yes, of course.
Right.
You know what I mean? Look at all this beautiful creativity happening. It stems out of everybody right now. You know what I mean? I get to see this all the time. It's beautiful. I'm inspired all the time now. You know what I mean? I'm absolutely, to be as old as I'm and be hungry about this isn't something that's just gonna happen. What better time than now, though? You know what I'm saying? What better time than now?
but you're right. Inspiration is everywhere. You just gotta look. You gotta open your eyes sometimes and just kind of remind yourself, like, it's like, fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like we get caught up and you're like trying to force things to happen, but you know, when you got to take a step back and deal with realities and let things, you know, happen, it's
Yeah.
hard. You know, shoot, you know,
Capture that moment and just keep moving forward.
dude, it's been
That's all
crazy
you can do,
to
you
learn
know?
to adapt to these
Yeah.
things. It's
Exactly.
2026 for me too. It's like holy moly, bro. Like,
It's just the beginning of the year.
you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm
Keep on
chasing
pushing.
some things and trying to put some things on my plate too. You know?
Yeah.
You gonna paint again? Do a
yeah.
little show?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we're working on some other projects.
Yeah.
Trying to paint more Flash
Mm.
physically
Yeah.
than on the iPad.
Yeah.
and-
No computer. Freehand tattooing.
Yeah, I got all my painting stuff set up in my little studio office at my house. I got all my music stuff set up. I recorded a full song today. Well,
Yeah?
it's been the last week I've been recording, but I finished it today. And you know, shout out to my brother for he got me a mixing board, pedal board, all this shit. So I got it all feeding through
Yeah.
Hell
the
yeah.
DAW. So
All right.
yeah, you know,
It's a process,
nice,
man. I
yeah.
know you know about all that. Trust me. I get
Yeah,
it.
dude. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm trying to, you know, I'm a tattoo artist, and that's my
respect.
main thing.
Shout out to the tattoo artist. I love that shit.
Yeah, dude. But I'm also hungry. I want to do more. You know, I want to have art shows.
I'm a big tattoo enthusiast myself.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Let me
tatted up
ta-
myself.
Let me tat you. Let me tat you.
Oh, you know what I
Let me
mean?
hit you with the tat.
You know what I mean? Like just like
Yeah.
art and stuff, we could talk about that. I'm a big historian, like I said, and I've dealt with lots of tattoo artists, seen a lot of amazing tattoo for many years. Here, you know?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, the tattoo scene right now is crazy.
I'm
the
definitely
way
gonna let
it's-
you tap me up for sure.
Absolutely.
Yes,
I got
yes,
I got some
please.
tattoos I can show you and stuff.
Yeah.
We need to finish that
I know, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Don't want to
finish,
speak too much on it, but
So, me and this guy Adam have a project we've been thinking about doing, which is focusing on the tattoo culture, a video series focusing on the tattoo culture in Austin, because it is really vibrant. There's a lot of people that have been here for years, a lot of old heads holding it down, a lot of new people bringing in new things, and Austin's becoming a kind of a global hub for tattooing. We got people moving here from Ukraine, Russia, Germany, LA, New York, all over the place, and it's like a really incredible time to shed light on that, the new movement, but also the people that have been here holding it down.
let's do it.
So,
This is a
like
great
I
idea.
said, 2025 was hard for me. We talked about this last year, but like, you know, now
Yeah,
I'm back in the
sometimes it's not
saddle.
easy.
we gotta go.
you
Yeah,
gotta,
man.
You gotta do it.
started it.
It's a great. I
The
think it'll be
tattoo
great,
world is
you know?
amazing, man. I
Sometimes
get
you gotta
it.
put a little water on the seed, let it kind of grow.
Yeah.
you know,
Good to
Yeah.
see all that. Trust me, I'm
Yeah.
huge tattoo enthusiast and culture. That whatever, you know,
Yeah.
a lot of amazing
But
history.
that's how I met. That's how I met Julian originally, because he's like a artist. You know what I mean? He does this whole "the Chi is dead" thing and all that.
Yeah, bro.
But him and Joey were doing paste ups all over town and
Bro,
stuff back in
all
the old
over
days.
Colorado. That's all he was doing. It's like,
Wow.
I'm gonna
Just
walk the
slap
dog,
it.
and I look over at the
Sick.
corner, and he's just tagging this sign and just.
Yeah.
Making marks of the history.
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
that.
it's fun. I love
that.
it.
It was
That's why I
fun.
same here. It's just like, yeah.
It's fun.
So y'all also know that how I met Julian was through Ben Buck, and
Yeah.
then we met up. I met up with Julian later.
Ben Buck Day. I don't know what it is, but it's here.
Oh,
in
that was
Austin.
amazing. Yeah,
it's crazy.
Was
This
helping
is
with that a
okay.
little
Ben
bit too.
Buck.
Yeah, it was that
Yeah.
that thing is a shout out to Ben Buck.
Shout out to
hardworking dude for sure.
Oh,
Super
yeah.
proud of him and Austin Shining Sun and being able to connect with. I had classes with him at ACC. Shout out to ACC. You know what I mean?
Sure,
Straight
yeah.
out of high school he was and
Nothing wrong with
shining.
that,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? And to see what he's doing, editing videos for me and stuff now.
Just
It's
keep working, man.
yeah.
That's all you can do. Yeah.
hard work. I'm proud of him and what he's done for this city. You know?
Ben's got a tape DJ set coming up, right? This weekend? Is it this weekend or next week?
I have no idea.
Oh,
I
with
know.
the tape
coming
decks
up.
or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah. I saw
yeah.
I saw like I guess like a Instagram post of the tapes or something, and I was like, "Oh, what's he doing with those?" I was like,
Yeah,
I don't, you
he's
know, or
doing,
something.
a whole tape DJ
Follows
set.
the- follows
Yeah,
the-
like a
That's
cassette.
wild.
thing.
Follows
I don't-
through the most rawest and classic forms to do stuff. We're still running tapes and recording them. Like, man,
Yeah.
that's amazing, bro. There's something to be said about something like a record or even a CD, but it's like
Oh, for sure.
everything's of course digital now. But I come from original Austin and coming from all the record stores here, and that holds a lot of precedence here because when you grab a record, you're able to see what it is, the history, and other producers are on it. And to be honest with you, that's one of the best ways to grow. You know what I mean? Instead of just like you just turn on your phone and then put it on a Spotify or
Exactly,
whatever,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And it's like another con, right? But at the same time, the internet is a tool as well. But just-
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like, you got to use it to your advantage, but like, I mean, Spotify obviously like creating drone weapons or whatever.
Yeah,
the
well,
fuck
just
they're
really
doing,
just
the
stealing-
crazy ass shit,
stealing from
man.
from people in
From
a different
artists,
type,
yeah.
from a different type of way. So I'll say this: buy art from people, please. Physical pieces of art, please. We appreciate that. You know what I
Dude,
mean?
it is so important nowadays to buy merch from like small artists, like when they, especially when they're traveling. Like
Yeah.
they can go and trying to, especially in the early years, because like that's basically I mean, that's breaking the tour, making the tour. You know what I mean? Selling those tapes, selling those
tapes and the
T-shirts,
merch.
selling all that shit.
Yeah,
Like,
it's high dollar.
that's
Yeah.
like that. That's like the.
I love little, embarkments or like little things of like history or like little toys, old
Yeah.
classic stuff, old art, right? That stuff has a lot of amazing history.
I'm
man.
sure you got some cool stuff at your place.
Got lots
huh?
of amazing art, all types of cool stuff.
Yeah.
Love to chop it up with all about that.
Yeah.
I can talk about that stuff all day,
Yeah.
man. I'm a huge study history on like Japanese art, Irezumi, and know a lot about the tattoo history for many
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
You know what I
Dude,
mean?
that's my favorite form of tattooing is Japanese traditional. It is the fucking coolest. The history with that is so rich, and one day I want to go to Japan and really kind of try to get in there and see some of that firsthand. You know what I mean?
I got you.
It's so
We got
cool.
some. We got
That's
some big
crazy,
Texas
yeah.
legends here who've been making some big things happen here.
Hell yeah.
I've been talking to
So
a very
crazy.
big legend here for a long time. Has the longest tattoo shop in Texas.
Oh
is
yeah.
Very iconic. There's in a lot of documentaries and stuff. I know lots of.
Who is it?
Chris Trevino.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
he's so sick.
He's
He's
tidying me up.
legend. Yeah, he's a fucking legend.
He's
Yeah,
been here, yes,
he's
since,
amazing.
like,
He's
yeah.
amazing. Trust me, I've grown up seeing his works and it's iconic. It's
It
amazing.
was back in the
Mind
old
blowing.
days. Yeah,
That's
it was
original
really
Austin
fun
for
back
you
then.
out there.
Yeah,
Shout out
for
to Chris
sure.
Trevino at Perfection Tattoo, by the way.
Yeah. So crazy. I forgot about Trevino. I haven't heard.
Okay.
Yeah, he was like, I remember when I first moved here back in 91, 92.
Oh yeah, of course.
I
And
like
that Vice magazine documentary. I don't know if y'all saw that.
Yeah.
I didn't see that, but when I first moved here, like I met these people that worked at Yellow Rose, and like they all had like Trevino tattoos. I was like, so
Yeah.
good. It was such a badass shit.
A little bit more
Like, ahead of
history
his
about
time, too, back then. It was like-
about Austin. Of course, I used to help set up a lot of events at the original Emos. Shout out to all the original staff over there. Mike Sanchez, who
Oh,
now
yeah,
owns Little Darlin', and a lot of the other guys, old bartender, was setting up
Yeah.
shows for a long time there with them, and they all got tattoos from Chris Trevino. My brother is getting a suit from Chris Trevino, and then I came in. I've been working on this. I got over 40 hours on my left arm. Just give you a heads up.
Nice.
So talking about
Damn, yeah.
tattooing on a high level in the history, but also the history in Texas. Like I will always say this proponent over and over again. The history, I mean, that's just a big buff thing for me.
Old
you know?
Emos is great.
Oh
man,
man,
That place
shout out
is-
to the old Emos, and everyone.
back when
man.
6th Street was still something.
Oh yeah.
Before
The old emos.
Ghost Town now down
yeah,
there,
man.
man.
I
Hell
That
haven't
part
been
of
on 6th Street in a
it's
while.
so crazy
Like, I
where
can't do
6th
it.
Street, Red River is like just a ghost town. There's
Yeah.
nothing there anymore.
Nah, everyone on 6th Street just turns into a huge fight sometimes.
Well,
Shout out to
now
everybody.
They're
like,
standing there with the
whatever.
cameras, just
Yeah.
waiting for something to happen.
Waiting.
Okay, shout out to Respect World Star, all that stuff. But I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
need to be seeing any more fights. Let's just be real.
Oh,
Where's the
man.
love?
Where's
Where's
the
the
love?
love, y'all? Come on. Where's the love? Keep
sure,
saying
man.
that, man.
Yeah.
Did any
Give
of y'all
it-
catch any shows last week? Free week? We were out of town.
I had my kid.
I was broke. Week.
So no.
yeah.
Broke
Yeah.
week,
I
free
went.
week.
Actually, I went to 29th Street Ballroom and saw it's a hardcore show.
Oh, yeah. I went to that.
It was oh my god, Houses We Die In, and what's the girl? Oh my John,
Yeah.
Homeboy's favorite band too.
I
Oh my
can't
god,
That's that picture you sent? Did you send us a picture last
Yeah,
week?
yeah. It was
I think we were up in
Houses
the
We
mountains.
Die In, and oh man, I'm drawing a blank on this band, and they're so good too. Why am I drawing? They played with Fuck Money at Hole in the Wall too.
Shout out to Fuck Money. Those
Yeah.
are the homies 5,000.
Yes.
I grew up with Taz and all
Taz,
that.
Oh,
Alton,
sick,
yeah, those
yeah.
are really good friends.
Yeah.
Alton's a really good friend of mine. Taz is great.
I know their history.
Fuck Money, yeah, they're playing
17th.
Saturday at Lost Well.
Yeah.
So,
17th at Lost, at Lostville, yeah, for
we'll
sure.
be there for sure to see.
I
that.
was also good friends with Glassing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
Glass-
Shout out to Camacho. He's a longtime legend. I used to
Yeah.
go to their old shows
R.I.P.
at the
Yeah.
house. Glassing and Fuck Money is a great collaboration. And Alton, Taz, all them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're so talented. Taz is like just fucking genius. Status.
Yeah, for
man.
sure. I've seen him
So
do
good.
a lot of crazy old hip hop projects and all that. It's been amazing.
Yeah. So great.
Black exploitation.
Yeah, Black Exploitation was so good.
You're
And I
good,
guess
you're good.
Urban Heat still they're
Yeah,
doing really well.
they're
They're doing great. Like they're fucking
Jonathan
almost
is amazing. I've
like,
known
yeah, international
Pax was
almost.
in
Yeah.
Pax was in cruise with Taz
Yeah.
back in the day. Assassin, shout out to Assassin Dynasty if you remember from San Antonio, old school hip hop for sure.
Yeah. Fucking San Antonio's hilarious, man. I love San Antonio.
Love San Antonio, respect to San Antonio.
Love San Antonio.
Shout out all my soldiers out there doing the things, man.
Yeah.
I love how Texas artists are still making ways to connect and do all different types of music levels.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have Alton on the show here in the next few weeks. I was talking
Yeah.
to them earlier and stuff.
That's locking
Please
in.
do.
But yeah, we Julian's filmed him a few different times.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like all crazy
I've
and
seen
shit.
Yeah.
Julian
Those
Batoon-
shows are crazy though, cause Fuck Buddy, they get
Hell
wild.
yeah.
Oh, it's such a great show.
Hell yeah.
But we're about to start wrapping up right now. Just want to tell you social medias or where to find you, how
Yeah.
people can follow you, you know,
sure,
all that kind of stuff.
absolutely. My Instagram handle is at ATX Rockstars, just the way it's spelled, plural. Had it for a long time, and I'll be generally posting what I'm doing and currently
Yeah.
doing, and making plans for. And I'll give a little shout out on this. I'm gonna be trying to go to Houston this Saturday, go meet up with Ghostface Killer.
Oh hell yeah!
Trying to build up more material and content on that, and talk about some more history on how the music was built here, but especially for hip hop. Don't
Yeah.
sleep on me. Don't sleep on me. Not trying to be mean or call anybody, put on negative vibes, because I'm here to connect with people and build.
Yes.
And I'm not here to take over, but I'm here to represent. You know what I mean?
Austin hip hop's been around for fucking 30, 40 years, and people don't
Absolutely.
know about it.
Absolutely. They're sleeping on us, man.
Yeah.
They're sleeping on us. But like
So
I said,
many
even
good
in
heads.
last night, again, shout out to Ill Manor.
Ill
Jamal
Manor.
over there working
Shout
hard,
out
bro. I
Maul.
see you, dog. Jay Soulja, we feel you, dog, putting
Jay
out records. You know what I
Soulja.
mean? People out here working hard
Yeah.
and
DJ
making their
Napalm.
things look, making their product and what they're presenting out of our city high
Hell yeah.
standards. Austin is here, man.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love
We're gonna be out here moving it around too. So watch out for
Yeah.
Nope. Thank you so much for being on, man.
me. Thank
Yeah.
you guys. I
Appreciate you,
it.
Noah.
Holla at me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Can we smoke it in?
Can we smoke in here?
All right.